Hey guys, if you haven't watched any of my videos before, or maybe if you have watched them but you just haven't been paying attention, maybe you're looking for cats in the background. Well, there's one there. Um, I change my physical style a lot, way more often than I should, and probably way more often than most people who aren't an absolute beginner and still trying to kind of find their way. I do this partly because it's fun for me. I found this out a couple decades ago that it is fun for me to change things. Also, because when I change something, I usually, I'd say 90% of the time, will shoot better for a while. And then I'll go back, to, I guess, normal, and I'll change something again. This is just, the way I am. The best way that I found for me to shoot, though, over the years, a lot of years, is, I guess, the incredibly scientific method of just shoot the damn ball in the hole, Dave. I've shot my best when I wasn't paying any attention to what physical style I was using. I just have. And the first 15 years of my playing, I don't have a slightest idea how I shot physically. I just know balls went in. I was just shooting the damn balls in the hole, Dave. That's what I was doing. That's great. It works great, except when it doesn't work. And this has been, one of the big things that's been going on with me, well, for a very long time, is I can be all relaxed and just shooting the damn ball in the hole, Dave, until I miss or mess up my shape. And as soon as that happens, it's not just one voice in my head, it's like a million voices in my head. Say, Dave, if you had been consistent, if you had a consistent style, you would know how to draw the ball back a foot and a half instead of 4.5 feet. For example, every time. Dave, if you had been more careful and you had aimed that ball, you would have made it. Dave, if you had been more consistent, if you had a consistent style, then you'd be more consistent. I think I just said that 5 seconds ago. This has been an issue for me forever. My problem has always been that if I pick a style, work on a style, whatever, I end up getting like too focused on that. Just say, for example, Tony Fargo. He's a bank pool player, and he has a pretty distinct style. He has what I call a pull stroke, Pull stroke, not a push, not even a coast, but a pull. And I have one of my physical styles, modeled after Tony Fargo. And if I switch to that Tony Fargo style for right banks, I shoot really, really well for a while. But then for whatever reason, I guess I'll start just focusing just on that. This is what's important. This is what's important. But no, this is not what's important. What's important is, did I make the shot? Did I get the shape? So whatever style I'm using, the Tony Fargo style in that case, it inevitably falls apart for me. And I have to go to something else. And I'll go to something else and it'll be fine for a while until I start thinking, well, that's all it is. That's the secret of pool. That physical style is the secret of pool. It's not the secret of pool. Secret of pool is put the damn balls in the hole. And sometimes I know that, but usually I know that like after the fact, when I just, in the night, I wasn't really doing anything. I was just shooting the balls in, not paying any attention to my style. And I'll go, man, I was shooting really good tonight. That was awesome. But then I get those voices again. They'll say, well, yeah, Dave, that thing you did tonight where you shot really well, do that every time. So then I start trying to think back. What was I doing? How long was my bridge? Where was my grip hand? How many practice strokes was I taking? Whatever it was, I try to assign all these rules to a style that didn't even exist. It was just a put the balls in the hole. But now I'm trying to assign all these rules and restrictions to it, and that inevitably fails miserably. And then I move on to one of my more set styles that kind of rotate through a bunch. It's not like it's a random change every time I shoot. I have a dozen or so that I've found to be the best for me, and I'll just go around and that they put them in rotation. Sometimes I'll go the other way, whatever. The best way for me to shoot, and I'm not saying this is the best way for everybody to shoot, is make sure that what is important is putting the ball in, getting your shape. How high your head is, whether it's a pull stroke or a push stroke or a coast stroke, how long your bridge is, where's your grip hand. None of that stuff is nearly as important as did that ball go in, did you get your shape? And I think everybody on most levels, when they're at least decent players, they understand this. Most people are able to go, well, I'm going to increase my odds of putting the ball in the hole by having a more consistent physical style, by maybe having a more orthodox physical style. Maybe they start playing when they're young and they're playing sidearm. When they're young and short, I mean. And then as they reach their adult height, they can go to a more orthodox style. They do these kind of things to try to increase the odds of putting the balls in. For whatever reason, that is something that has never worked for me. I have to look at putting the balls in the hole first. And then whatever physical style I'm using to help that to happen, to help the balls to go in, that's great. And then, as I said, that changes on me all the time. I can't use a physical style forever. I just can't. And I've tried. I've really tried. Do not believe how many times I've done a video for myself, basically yelling at myself to be consistent, to have a consistent style. Even if I stink up the place for a week or a month or whatever, at the end of that week or month or whatever, I'll have a consistent style. But I've never been able to tough it out that long. Because I've always known that I don't have to go that week or month or whatever of stinking up the place. All I have to do is switch a style, switch something, and I will shoot better. And it's very, very tempting. It's been a very tempting thing, and I've always fallen for that temptation. Just have. I don't expect any changes. Especially at this point in my career, it's not hurting anything. I'm not going in the Hall of Fame, guys. I mean, I'm just not. So that's not going to kill my chances of doing that. It's not going to kill my chances of getting on a Moscone cup or whatever. Although I would turn that honor down, I really would. Too many people. I'm not a big people person. Even pool players. It's just too many. Anyway, I think that's it for this. I'm doing these nightly videos because I can't play. Which is annoying. I can't play until the end of the month. I'm actually on vacation tomorrow, the next day, and the next day. First vacation days that I've had since January, Derby City Classic. And hopefully nothing will happen at work that makes me have to cancel my vacation days like I had to do here a couple weeks ago. Hope. But now here I'm on vacation, but I still can't play pool, and it's driving me crazy. I am so far doing these nightly videos for this channel, just sitting here and yammering. I'm actually kind of enjoying it a little bit. It takes a little bit of the pressure off of trying to talk and be entertaining and shoot well on camera. I don't have the pressure of having to shoot well. I just have to talk, and I guess I have to hope that it's entertaining. If it's not, you guys will go someplace else and watch somebody else. I think that's all I want to say for this video. Yep. Thanks, guys.